What's up? My name is Eric Butler. This channel is called Report and Opine. I am back, and this is an old article from Parade, January 2022. 50 Gen Z slang words you need to know to keep you from becoming chuggy. Never heard that. Don't know how to pronounce it, but I have seen some pretty funny Gen Z memes go viral recently. There was also an article about how Gen Z and millennials have basically grown sick of this overbearing women's rights movement. You can call it whatever you want to call it, but it's basically the establishment shoving an agenda down the people's throat, even though they do not want it. But that's not what this is about. And I thought I would try to decipher some of the Gen Z lingo. So they say, roughly speaking, Generation Z encompasses anyone born in the late 90s, and like all generations, Gen Zers, we used to call them Zoomers, have their own slang and lingo that can sometimes sound like a totally different language. If you aren't quick enough to catch on, you might find yourself with FOMO, or fear of missing out. Don't worry, you'll learn. I don't want to say that FOMO is Gen Z. I think that's been going on for a long time, but I could be wrong. Maybe it happened at your local coffee shop, or while you were waiting in line at the grocery store. No matter what generation you're a part of, you've probably experienced this. Passing a group of young adults and overhearing what you consider to be absolute gibberish. In actuality, those words and phrases you couldn't understand at all are an entire language used by Gen Z kids to communicate with one another. There was also that story about how Gen Zers don't like the laughing emoji and they don't like thumbs up. I don't think that was true. I think that was the machine. I think that was the establishment pushing that on people. I don't think they've gone that far. But who knows? With new slang popping up practically every time you blink, how are you supposed to keep up with the day-to-day jargon of Gen Z kids? Fear not, there's still time to keep from being old uncool, from becoming old uncool. I don't know. Our list of 50 Gen Z slang words are here to keep you from scratching your head every time a Gen Zer opens their mouth. 50 words with meanings. Fam. Okay, short word for family. I guess that's Gen Z. Glow up. Yeah, I'll give that one to them. Means a makeover or transformation from bad to good. CEO, I guess that's slang now. I'm getting old, that's for sure. If you're the CEO of something, it means you've mastered it or you're a pro. Cancel culture, I'm not going to attribute to them. I think that was here before them. It's a form of shaming the actions or opinions of a public figure, company, or organization. Stan, definitely not them. It comes from an old Eminem song from like 1999, so I'm not giving that to Gen Z, not at all. No, it's not short for Stanley. Instead, it's a combination of stalker and fan. You stan someone, it means you're obsessed, but not in a creepy way. Actually, it is pretty creepy. I don't know about this definition. I thought it literally came from the song Stan by Eminem, which could be a product of the words stalker and fan. But either way, it happened in the late 90s or early 2000s, so no, I'm not giving that one to Gen Z. E-boy or e-girl, this is similar to emo or goth culture, but they use the internet to express themselves. Yeah, that's Gen Z for sure. W, no, that's been going on for a long time. Dank, definitely not them, especially coming from San Francisco. I used to say that back in college all the time, and I am not by any stretch of the imagination Gen Z. Ghosting, this term is common amongst the earlier talking stages of a relationship. Ghosting someone means you start ignoring them or stop texting them back. All right, I guess that's Gen Z maybe. Salty, nope. That's been going on for a long time. Big yikes. I don't think I want to give that to Gen Z either. Maybe they're using a little bit more than some other generations, but it's not them. They didn't come up with it. Bougie. I remember my mom saying that. Maybe she didn't spell it this way, but this is not Gen Z. Finna, I thought that was Bay Area. Fixing to, I'm about to. Not going to give that to Gen Z at all. Cap, no cap. Maybe that's them. Maybe some streamer, popularized that. High key. High key is simply the opposite of being low key. Fair enough. Never used it. That's Gen Z. Fair. Chuggy. I don't even know if I'm pronouncing that right. Something that is chuggy is not at all trendy. Yeah, I guess that's Gen Z. I've never heard that. Not on Instagram, not on YouTube, not on Twitter, nowhere. Simp, someone who does way too much for the person they have a crush on. Again, I don't think that's Gen Z. Camp, something that is ironically trendy. One might consider Crocs to be one of camp. Again, I don't think that's Gen Z at all. Snack is a person that you find attractive. Sure, okay, we'll give that to them. TFW, that feeling when. maybe, but I still feel like that's early internet meme stuff, and it doesn't really go to Gen Z. I don't think they've really created anything. Maybe Riz is theirs. Okay, that's kind of where this stems from. It's like that's going hugely viral recently. I don't know, maybe a month or two ago. Anyhow, moving on. Woke, definitely not Gen Z. I've been asking this question a lot. I want to know exactly what woke means. And it's been around far before Gen Z, far before me even. Now, of course, the meaning has changed. And they say simply, woke refers to being politically aware, which I guess is true, but could still go either way. Sip tea. All right, I guess we'll give that to them, even though it could go to millennials. It could go to early internet meme culture. That is not attributable to Gen Z at all. L, again, been saying that since college. Hold that L, not Gen Z. Take several seats. All right, that's them. That's a stupid one. If someone is really getting on your nerves, you might tell them to take several seats. Yeah, that's even still, that could be like Twitter, Black Twitter stuff. So I don't know if any of this stuff really goes to Gen Z at all, to be honest. Drip, all right, we'll give that to them. Another way of saying swag. Bop, when a song or album is exceptionally good. Sheesh. Yeah, they ran with that, but even that was happening way back in the day. YK, if you know, you know. I'll give that to Pusha T, who is definitely not Gen Z. Living rent free. Also, I mean, that's Donald Trump in the media. He is living rent free in their heads forever. Hits different. Okay, we'll give that to them. Bet, definitely not bet. That's old. I was using that back in college as well. That's not Gen Z. This is off base by a lot, I believe. Vibe check. All right, maybe. Period with a T. Maybe. Catch these hands. Maybe. That's a stretch. Drag. If you drag someone you're criticizing to make fun of them, this can be equated to roasting someone. Not even close, bro. The media was dragging President Trump back in 2015, and Gen Z wasn't aware of what was going. I mean, no, way off base. Finesse, also no. I wouldn't attribute any of these to Gen Z if I'm 100% honest. Okay, I shouldn't say not any of them, but very few. Finesse means to trick or manipulate someone or a situation in order to get what you want. I don't think so. I'm weak. Similar to I'm dead. It's just another term to use when you find something hilarious. Maybe. Main character. All right. I guess we'll give them that one. This is a phrase used to describe someone who is generally well-liked and charismatic. It can also be used to describe someone when they're making a scene, but not necessarily in a bad way. I guess I'll give them that one. Sis. Sending me. Another term to use if you find something particularly funny. Okay. I guess I never heard that, so we'll give it to them. Slaps, used to describe how exceptional something is. Now that's Bay Area. We were doing that when we were kids also. Bussin', okay, that's them. Bussin', right? That's the one, the meme with the little guy with the little furry hair. I don't know how to describe it, but yo, grandma, this pie is bussin'. That's Gen Z. I'll give them that. Sus, I still would give to millennials. Short for suspicious. Sus typically means something that is not as expected. And I think I want to almost give that to like Tyler, the Creator, who again is a younger guy, but he's not Gen Z. Snatched. If someone is looking snatched, they look really good. Again, that's like old Tyra Banks, RuPaul stuff from I don't think that's Gen Z at all. Guap, definitely not. Again, we're saying that back in the Bay Area. Small, something that is small, and in most cases exceptionally adorable. Okay, like a small dog. Maybe. This ain't it, chief. No. Extra, no. Clapback, no. GOAT, short for greatest of all time, an acronym used to describe someone incredible. Absolutely not. I don't know about this at all. I want to find the real Gen Z terms. Riz isn't even on here. So that's a newer one. This is from January 2022, so it's a little bit old. I guess that's why Riz isn't on here. But that's the one that's been going hugely viral for the past couple of months. Maybe even longer. But maybe not since January 2022. Anyhow, most of these words, I'm not giving a Gen Z at all. I know what most of them mean, right? Out of 50, I probably knew 46 or 47 of those. There was a few that I had never heard before, Chugi being one of them, so we'll go ahead and give that to Gen Z. But I didn't really learn anything. They didn't teach me anything. I wanted to learn about this new slang, this new lingo. We didn't get there with this one. But anyways, thank you for watching. Please like, comment, share, and of course, subscribe.